Hey, fifth grade, Miss Conley. We are doing Unit 1, Week 3, spelling, and it's long U and short U. So we're just going to jump right into it because it's better if I explain it as we're doing it because it gets a little bit difficult at times. So we're going to start with short U. Now, I got to share my screen first. So we have some different categories of long and short U. It might not be exactly what you think it's going to look like, but you'll be familiar with some of the words. So for short U, we have double O, which is two O's in the middle, and it's followed by a consonant with a hard sound at the end. So the hard consonant sounds are like K for K, and we have hoof for F. Those are kind of harder sounds, right? So the first word we have is hook. That makes that short U sound of handbook, crooks, and a hoof, like the bottom of a horse's foot. Okay? And those are not all the words, but those are some of the words with two O's that are followed by a consonant that make the short U sound. Now, we have over here for long U, we have double O followed by nothing, so it's at the end of a word, or an airier sound. So what do I mean by that? So our first word is soothe. So soothe has a TH. So when you make the TH sound, it's pretty airy, right? You can hear the air coming out. So soothe is long O with two O's and a TH blend. The same goes for the word booth. You have that same airy TH at the end. Now this one is bamboo. So that's followed by nothing at the end. It's just at the end of the word. So it's bamboo. Two O's. Make that oo sound. Next we have doom. And M is another one of those airy sounds like It's just made by air, right? Forcing your mouth together. So those are all the long O, well not all, but at least in this week, follow long O followed by nothing or an airy sound at the end of a word. So now we have VCV. What is VCV? It stands for vowel, consonant, and then a vowel, okay? And that also creates the long U sound. And it's not just going to be at the E at the end. It's going to be maybe another vowel too. So we're going to start off with one of those words, and that's tuna. So we have a vowel, a consonant, and a vowel. Then we have mute, which follows that normal pattern that we know of vowel, consonant, vowel, and it's an E at the end. We have lose, which isn't a U, but that E and the S make that O turn into a U. So we have lose. Now we have amuse, which follows the U, consonant, E pattern. We have the word plume. So a plume, in case you guys didn't know, it's like a feather that goes on the top of your hat. When I was in marching band, we wore plumes on the top of our hats, and those are those feathers that stick out. So a plume follows the U, consonant, E pattern. Okay? So we have prove. And prove is another one of the words that follow. Oh, I'm sorry here. I'm messing this all up. That follow consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. But it also has that O there. And that's kind of the same with the S. Because it's another airy sound, right? S is S, and you make that with some air. And V is the same way. You make that by like blowing the air out. Okay, now for duty, like Call of Duty, we all know that video game. That is a long U, and that follows like the same kind of pattern as tuna, because Y can act as a vowel at the end, right? So it's U, or vowel, consonant, and a vowel. The Y is acting like that. And now we have other patterns that make long U. So we have this word bruise. And bruise doesn't fit into any of those patterns, but the UI with that consonant E makes that sound. Now we have the word union, and that's a long U at the beginning of a word. We also have hue, which is the how deep and rich a color is. I'm sure Mississippi's talked about the hue of a color. Like you get a real deep blue or a real deep purple or a real deep red. That is the hue. Or it can be a real pale color of them too. But hue follows the other pattern. Okay, we have view, which that IE blend makes the U sound. And again, we see that EW at the end. And that is few, and that also makes the U sound. So these are just some words and some blends that make the long U and short view U patterns that you might be aware of and have seen. So that is it for today. As you are doing this, if you need further review, please come back, click on the video, go through it again, because you might see other words. And if you see other words that follow the short or long U pattern, but they're double O or any of these, feel free to write them into your chart too. Okay, so we're going to stop there. So thanks everybody for listening. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Stay safe and stay healthy.